This is the second part of Tell Me About God. And this chapter is God Plans for Day and Light. There you see a picture of a puppy and a sand pile. Let's find out what's happening. I like it when morning comes, Bobby said to his mother as he woke up on a sunshiny day. God planned for there to be daytime when it is light, she said. I can play out of doors in the daytime. You can run with Rover and not fall down because it is light, and you can see the red roses and the yellow daisies. And I can find my wagon and my sand pile, Bobby said. I am glad God planned daytime when it is light. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God called the light day. Genesis 1, 3, 4, and 5. The next chapter is about God plans a beautiful world. Look at that beautiful world. There's Bobby. Maybe that's his sister Mary. She gotten a lot bigger from a little baby and their mama. Okay. Bobby and this is Susan who lived next door. Bobby and Susan, who lived next door, were playing in the yard. They were making up a song. I like the sunshine, Bobby sang, making up his own tune. I like the flowers, Susan sang, making up her tune. Bobby's mother came out in the yard. Let's gather some flowers for the house, she said. Red flowers and white flowers and yellow flowers, Bobby went on with the song while they walked from bush to bush. Pink flowers and blue flowers, Susan added to the song. When their basket had enough flowers for the house, Bobby and his mother and Susan sat down on the grass under the tree. And there they are sitting under the tree, and I see a butterfly next to the tree. They touched the smooth petals of the flowers. They looked at the sunny blue sky. They watched the leaves waving in the breeze. God planned the world to be a beautiful place, Bobby's mother said. Did God think of everything? Bobby asked. What is it that you're wondering about, dear? Flower petals and the leaves. Did he plan little things too? Some of the nicest things in all the world are little things, Bobby. Little seashells that have tiny rooms, and little butterflies that have lovely wings, and little birds that make gay music. Does God think of them all? Susan asked. God is very great, Susan. God can think of more things than we can. We do not know how he thinks of everything. Some of his most beautiful thoughts are thoughts of the little things. Not one of them is forgotten before God. Luke 12:6. He hath made everything beautiful in his time. Ecclesiastes 3:11. So there's a picture of the little tiny bird singing his own song. And there's the beautiful flowers with the little butterfly. There must be a picture of their house. And they have a little fence around the yard. And there I see a swing in the tree. Let's see, who is sitting on the sidewalk just outside the door? I think it's their dog. And they have trees in their yard. And I think they have flowers right along the edge of the house. And a nice place to sit just outside the front door on their porch. God plans food for us. Give us day by day our daily bread. Luke 11:3. It's time to eat, it's time to eat, Bobby sang as he sniffed the pleasant smells coming from the kitchen. "Oh, no, Bobby, it is only 4 o'clock," his mother told him, "but I smell it." "I'm making some peach preserves, the kind Daddy likes so much, and they do smell nice. Let's see, Timmy, I wonder if your daddy would like blueberry preserves." Bobby sniffed. "Peach preserves. May I have some?" "I think we may have some for supper. They seem to be almost ready. When Daddy comes, we will have a surprise for him." Bobby stood near the stove and watched the thick, bubbling preserves. "I am glad you planned good food for us," he told his mother. "I like to help plan your food, Bobby, but other people help too, you know. And God plans it first of all." "How does he?" "You do it right in this very kitchen." "Not all by myself, dear. There would not be any food if it were not for God's plan." "Show me," Bobby asked. His mother looked at the peach preserves. They needed a little while longer to cook. She could leave them. She went over to the table and showed Bobby a carrot. "It is muddy," Bobby said. "Well, it grew in the ground. Once it was a little seed. Somebody planted it and covered it with the earth. The sunshine warmed it, the rain watered it, and it grew until it was a carrot with a green, feathery top. Then what happened? When it was ready to be food, someone pulled it out of the ground and someone brought it to our house. And I will clean it and cook it for your supper." But it was God who planned for it to grow. Without God, there would not be any carrots. "I like carrots," Bobby said. Then he remembered the pleasant smell. "And I like peach preserves, too. Did God plan them?" His mother laughed. "I'm not sure about the preserves, dear. I think God planned the fruit trees and left it to us to plan how we would use the fruit." "Give thanks unto the Lord who giveth food to all." Psalms 136, 1 and 25. Here we have Bobby talking to one of the farmers. "What is that fruit that they're pulling from the bush there?" "Those are tomatoes." Some people think that's a vegetable, but it's really a fruit. And behind the farmer, I see corn growing. Big, tall stalks that's going to make corn on the cob. Yum. God gives us water. There's Bobby having a drink of water from his cup. And there's his dog. It looks like he's got a bowl of water too. "I am thirsty," Bobby told his mother when he came in from play. So he had a glass of cool water. "I like water when I'm thirsty," he said. "So do all people, Bobby. That is why God plans for us to have water to drink. And for Rover, and for all the dogs too." His mother nodded her head. "And the birds and the rabbits and the cows too," Bobby went on. "Yes," his mother answered. "God plans water for all creatures and for the flowers and trees too. God knows that every living thing needs water." "That's why it rains," Bobby said. "I don't like it to rain. I like to play in my yard." He thought a while. "But I think the trees like the rain." "I think they do too." Just then Bobby saw that the sun was not shining. He looked out and there were dark clouds in the sky. Bobby ran out of doors and then he ran back in again. It's gonna rain right now," he called to his mother. "Let's put the windows down quickly," his mother said. So Bobby and his mother hurried from room to room and put down the windows. And just as they had closed the last window, splashes of rain fell against the glass. "Here it comes. It's gonna be a big rain. The trees will have a big drink of water today." "Everyone that thirsteth, come to the waters." Isaiah 55:1. God sendeth the springs into the valleys. They give drink to every beast of the field. Psalms 104, 10, and 11. There are the deers, and they are getting a drink of water. There's a little bunny rabbit down there, too. There's the little bunny rabbit over there. I saw a picture today on Facebook of Gabriel. Gabriel had on his raincoat and rain boots. He was enjoying being out where some rain had come down. Bobby watched the rain making little rivers down the window glass. Where does the rain go, he wanted to know. The part the trees don't need. I can't tell you where all of it goes, Bobby, but some of it goes to rivers. Men put some pipes in the rivers, and the water runs through the pipes to our houses. Bobby turned on the water in the bathtub. And I can have a bath, he said. I think we need lots of water. It's a good thing God thought of water for us, isn't it, Mother? God giveth rain upon the earth, and sendeth water upon the fields. Job 5:10. And there's Bobby looking at the window with the raindrops on the window. There I can see the raindrops. He's watching the rain come down. The next chapter is about God helps us in trouble. I see lightning. Oh, and do you think thunder happens when lightning happens? Maybe. Fear not, I will help you. Isaiah 41:10. The wind was blowing hard. The lightning was making big flashes in the sky. The thunder was rolling with a loud noise. Bobby sat near his mother on the couch. It is making too much noise, he said. It is making a big noise, Bobby. Suppose we watch the lightning. We call the noise thunder, but really it is the lightning that causes the noise. I don't see why God makes it so noisy. It makes people afraid. It might hurt people too. I think there is a reason for lightning, Bobby. But why does God let it hurt people sometimes? We do not know all about our world, dear, not even the wisest men. We do not know all about lightning yet, but God knows. Someday we may know. Will God keep it from hurting us? Look, Bobby, look at the fire in the fireplace, how good it feels on this stormy night. But what would happen if you put your hand in the fire? Ooh, it would hurt, but I wouldn't do that. I know better. Of course you do. You know about fire. But what about the baby? Mary doesn't know about fire yet. If she put her hand in the fire, she would get burned. Yes, she would. So we watch her. That is the way it has to be, Bobby. Bobby thought it over. The fire has to be hot to keep us warm, he said. Fire is good because it keeps people warm. God planned it because we need it. But it hurts when anyone puts his hand in it. We have to learn about it, Bobby decided. And there he is sitting on his mother's lap. Looks like maybe she was reading him a book. And they're sitting in front of the fireplace. That's a great big fire in their fireplace. They have some flowers. Maybe that's the flowers that they picked in the yard. Might be. That is the way it is. We have learned about things in our world. Sometimes they hurt us because we do not know about them, his mother said. Like lightning, Bobby asked. Maybe lightning is like that. We haven't learned all about it yet, but we are learning more about it all the time. And someday we may know as much about it as we know about fire now. Bobby thought a while. Does God know all about it now, he asked. Yes, dear. God knows all about it now. I am with you and will keep you. Genesis 28:15. What time I am afraid, I will put my trust in thee. Psalms 56:3. And that's as far as we're going to go tonight. And I'll do another one to do the third section of Tell Me About God. Bye-bye. I love you.